Hey guys, I'm Abigail Marshall. Thanks for joining me in this video today. I wanted to actually share my story of nausea through my pregnancy. Man, oh man. When I first got pregnant, I was like, oh, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do all of these things, take these cute little pictures. I had all this stuff planned out. Yeah, after like week 4.5, maybe week 5, my body was like, no, actually you're going to shut up and lay down. So, well, yeah, that's pretty much what I did. And cried and threw up a lot. Yeah, it was really bad. So I am so sorry for those of you that are suffering out there. This process is so hard and nobody's really talking about it. You know, you hear about things, but like, help. Where's the help? Somebody sent help. And so sometimes it feels like the lack of assistance women get is crazy, or you're kind of gaslit at the hospital, like, oh, you're experiencing this, that's just normal. Like, no, I'm dying. Like, can you please help me? So yeah, I would say maybe week 5, my nausea started, and then it just gradually progressed every week. It just got worse and worse and worse until I had no appetite. I could no longer consume food without vomiting it up, but I had no choice but to eat. So I literally just spent the entire pregnancy suffering. I'm currently at the end of my pregnancy, and I mean, I'm still suffering. It's lightened up, thank God. But I still can't do anything without medication. Like, there's no working, not a lot of housework. I can't, no. Once the morning sickness started kicking in, I would just pretty much lay in bed all day crying because I just felt awful. I just had this intense feeling of being severely tired, which is normal, but that accompanied with vomiting constantly and not having an appetite, and my belly was hurting so bad at night. I don't even know how I made it through that part. So hang on, please. And I really quick just want to say to the mamas that are really struggling right now, you're deep into this pit. Please don't give up on your baby. I just want to encourage you. I want to beg you not to give up on your baby. Your baby is a blessing. And, you know, sometimes we don't expect to experience these things. And just remember that your baby has a purpose. God has a plan for your child, and that you want to do everything in your power not to take away that destiny from them. However, I want to encourage you to get the help you need. So my first action was going to the ER. So when I went to the ER, they gave me IV in my vein, and they also gave me a liquid version of zofran. That immediately like helped calm the nausea down. You only get it for 1 day. Aside from that, only your OB can prescribe nausea medication. So the best thing you can do is get into see an OB. For anyone, whether you're sick or not, you need to get into an OB, but the OB can prescribe the medications that are actually needed versus the hospital or the ER. They won't be able to prescribe zofran like that for you. And that's really what got me through pregnancy. They gave me the IV through my veins, and they gave me the zofran through my veins. And when I tell you, it's amazing when you get that moment of relief. So that's the first thing I want to tell you to do. If you have nothing left in you and you're constantly throwing up, go to the ER. Go get those 2 things done. First, I'm going to mention that my insurance covers the off-brand version of zofran, which is the ondansetron. And I believe that's 4 milligrams. It comes in a solid tablet and a dissolvable tablet. More than likely, you're going to get issued the dissolvable tablets, in my opinion. And a few other people I know, the dissolvable tablets do not work as well as the solid ones. So if you are currently taking dissolvable and they're not working and you're still struggling, please ask your OB, doctor, whomever, to send in solid tablets. It's going to change your entire experience. It's not going to stop you from being sick like permanently, but for that 8 hours that it's supposed to help, it really does make a difference. Maybe that's one reason why the first part of my pregnancy was super rough, is because I was still trying out medications. I was still figuring out what works. And for the longest time, I was using that dissolvable tablet and like, oh my gosh, it was barely working for me. So I was still sick the entire time. But little did I know, if I could have just switched over, I would have been able to do a little bit more. Was I taking showers like I was supposed to? No. Was I thinking about a shower? No, no. Shower what? I'm trying to live. So don't judge yourself too hard. If your partner thinks you smell, oh well. If they're not gonna give you a bath, I'm sorry, they can shut up. I'm sorry, because bringing a baby into the world is so hard, and nobody understands. You don't understand. You really don't understand until it's you in that situation. It's cute when you're looking on to other people. Oh, I just threw up. No, it's not funny. It's really not. I've been through so much, so I can only imagine what you're going through. One thing I found that helped me was eating pickles, kosher dill pickles. I don't know what it was in it. I hear that it's really good for like period cramps, things like that. So I always kept pickles and some kind of something next to the bed so I can always have something to eat. A lot of advice that I received was to have food right next to the bed. So before you even sit your body up, you need to consume something, crackers, whatever, keep it by your bed, eat it, let your body calm down, and then get up. Always keep food on you. Never leave anywhere without a lunchbox. You're gonna need it. Stay hydrated. Something I fell in love with was ice water. Oh my goodness. I still love ice water. I chew ice so much that my fillings started to chip and I had to like get them refinished. So be careful about that part, but do what you gotta do, honey. Do what you gotta do. I do also remember sharing with my OB that I was having terrible stomach pain at night. I mean, like early pregnancy, 5, 6, 7 weeks. In the midst of me being like severely nauseated, my stomach would hurt so bad. And it wasn't until she prescribed me 2 separate things to take together. The Unisum, which is a sleeping aid, and the vitamin B6. You take them together and it's supposed to help calm nausea, but it also puts you to sleep. So I took it every night, and I noticed that after I started taking that helped my stomach to calm down. Also with the with the pickles I mentioned. Make sure you ask your OB about that and see what they tell you based on, you know, your pregnancy and all of that. I don't know how those rules apply to other women, especially if you're like high risk or what have you. You know what? I just remember another thing that like did not help with my nausea was smells, the sensitivity to smells. Tide, y'all. Oh man. I work as a designer at Floor and Decor, and I would sit with my clients, you know, take them over to look at different pieces that they want in their home. And sometimes just the smells that came off of people. I mean, you could have the cleanest smelling, freshly washed Tide clothes. You stink to me. You stink. Go over there. Stay all the way over there. It would be so hard. I was just kind of like talking and yes ma'am, you want that one? Okay. And just trying to like hold it together. Sometimes I would just have to walk off like, God, please give me the grace to finish with these people. Maybe towards the end of my 2nd trimester is when it kind of lightened up a little bit, where I like, okay, I can manage this. You know, I got the medication under control. I've got my eating kind of under control, so you know, I can breathe. But tell me why my husband goes to the store, Costco, and buys a big old thing of Tide. It's something that my spirit was like, Because initially I couldn't put my finger on what the laundry detergent was. So when he first picked up the Tide, I was like, let me smell that just to see if that's the one that's bothering me. And I guess it's different when it's all just packed in a bottle. But once it's like on the clothes, my body knows like, no, get that away from me. That is the devil. What was that, Bobby Boucher? Anyways. Yeah, my husband did like 3 huge laundry bags. Huge laundry bags with Tide. Y'all. At that point, I wasn't going to bother that man and be like, hey, this stinks, like, rewash it. Because that's money out of our pocket that we really don't have. Especially losing an income because I'm so sick. So, what I did was I took the towel that he washed. And I put it up against my nose like this. And I breathed it in. I just inhaled deeply so that I could just try to get used to the smell. I could just try to manage it because I had to wear those clothes to work occasionally when I did go, and I would sometimes just get that breeze of stink, the Tide smell, just like, oh, I hate it here. I just wanted to run away from myself. Now that I'm going through this, I just feel so sorry for like not reaching out to other people that were pregnant, even my older sister, because she had 3 kids, morning sickness, all 3 of them. You don't know until you get pregnant and experience it yourself. Then it's like, okay, how can I serve whomever is pregnant, because this is so hard. Lastly, I just want to mention community. If you're struggling, you know, feel free to subscribe to this channel, because now that I've been through this, I really want to support other women. You know, if you need advice, please ask questions, because if I don't have the answer, other women that come to this page will have an answer, and we can really help each other out. Or you can't do this by yourself. And I know that especially when you first get pregnant, there's this hush community where, you know, you don't want to tell people too early, and because what if something happens to baby, all of that. I completely understand, and I feel like I've received so much opposition while being pregnant that no, I didn't tell anybody until what, I got to my 2nd trimester, and then I really didn't even like post on social media about it, because again, I don't want any more opposition to what I already have, because sometimes people are just not happy for you. Sometimes people want to be in your shoes, and you know, they will speak word curses over your life. I completely believe in Jesus Christ, and I know that the devil is also real, and he will fight against you, which is why I believe, like, especially as mamas that have severe morning sickness, like, not that others don't, but our babies really have purpose. Because why are we getting so much opposition to birth the baby? You know, it's hard enough raising children, and it's hard enough birthing the actual child, just going through labor pains. But not only that, but you're dying all the way to the finish line is crazy. From my experience, I would encourage you to find a friend or two, someone that you trust, someone you know that prays for you, and, you know, fellowship with them. Chat with them about your experience. You know, let them help you and assist you through the process, because I can see how hard this is. All right, I love y'all. All right, you guys have a good one, okay? Thanks for watching. Peace out.